What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's video. First off, just want to start out with a win. This one is from our pre-K department. This was actually a couple of weeks ago, and this one's actually a personal win for me. So I'm going to take off the pastor hat for a second and put on my dad hat for this win. The Monday after service 2 weeks ago, Rachel was talking to Waves and asking her the questions that we've been posting on social media to help parents engage their kids in what they've been learning. And Waves was actually able to answer all the questions that we posted. She knew what you guys talked about in service that weekend, and she was able to relay in her own 3-year-old way the information that she was given, and about how Jesus healed the person who asked to be healed. And that's just, as a parent, to me, that's amazing. My 3-year-old is learning stuff. Pre-K, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Thank you all so much for investing in all of those children, and for me specifically for investing in my child and teaching her and showing her the love of God. So this week we're going to talk a little bit more about building healthy teams. We're almost finished with this. We'll finish it up next week. And the two things I want to talk about this week are healthy follow-through and healthy perspective. Healthy follow-through simply means doing what we say we're going to do, because good intentions don't necessarily count. Directions, not intention, determine our destination. It's not about what we say we're going to do. It's about what we actually do. I go to the rec center sometimes and I run. I do that a couple days a week because I've started adding something else in my workout. I used to do it 4 days a week. And sometimes I would get to the rec center and I would get into the parking lot, and then I would just sit in my car and never get out, and then I would go home. I had all the intention of going in and running and being healthier, but I didn't actually do it. And so the destination was I wasn't actually getting any healthier. I was staying where I was, because it's the direction, not the intentions, that determine where we end up. It's our actions that determine where we go. And then the last thing I want to talk about real quick is healthy perspective. This pertains to how we view what we do. Do we see this as my ministry? Not me specifically. I see this as my ministry, but do you see this as your ministry? Are we taking ownership of what we're doing? A couple years ago, Rachel and I bought a house. Before that, we rented. And in the house we rented, the sink broke 3 times. And when it happened, I didn't necessarily care what the landlord put in, because it wasn't coming out of my pocket, wasn't my house. If it broke again, I was just going to call the guy again and get the faucet replaced again. Well, last summer, in the house that Rachel and I now own, our faucet broke. And because it's my house, I wanted to make sure I got something that was going to last, and I was going to get my money's worth out of it. I wanted something good. I wanted something quality because it was my house. I own it, and so I wanted what was best. Do we view this church and the ministry this way? Are we taking ownership of it? And here's just a simple, easy way to gauge it. Just ask yourself this. Think about this. If you were walking into church and you see trash in the parking lot, do you pick it up on your way in, or do you think to yourself that it's somebody else's job? That's the difference between an owner mindset and a renter mindset. So that's all I've got for you guys this week. I love you all. You're doing a fantastic job, and I'll have another video for you guys next week. See you later.